Welcome back to the Kansai Marc YouTube channel. Let's take a look at some of the news coming out of Japan over the past few days. In our first story, a self-driving bus in West Japan accelerates during a test run, injuring a passenger. A passenger in her 70s was injured during a test run for a self-driving bus on January 11th, this West City, Japan announced. The incident occurred around 11:25 a.m. as the bus was on a slope approaching a bus stop on the premises of Biwako Hotel. The driver, on board to assist with the operation of the vehicle, turned the steering wheel to the right to avoid a truck that had stopped in front of the bus. As there was no longer anything blocking the way, the bus then automatically accelerated. The motion caused the passenger to be thrown from her seat, leaving her with light bruises on her lower back. There were no other regular passengers on board at the time. So wait, why was the only passenger on this bus some woman in her 70s? Shouldn't a test run not have any passengers? Or were they really testing whether or not people could tell the difference between a self-driving bus and one driven by a person? Regardless, I hope this woman has a speedy recovery. In other news, a man was arrested for allegedly skipping a $1,600 taxi fare from Yokohama to Osaka. A 19-year-old unemployed man was arrested for allegedly failing to pay a taxi fare of 210,000 yen, which is roughly about $1,600 after riding some 500 kilometers from Yokohama to Osaka. Prefectural police arrested the man, registered as a resident of Osaka's Higashiyotagawa ward, on suspicion of fraud. The suspect, whose living base is in Yokohama, has reportedly admitted to the allegations and was quoted as telling the police, "I took the cab to go home to Osaka. I had planned to run away without paying the fare if it was high." My favorite thing about this story is that the guy didn't know that a cross-country cab fare would cost an arm and a leg. Maybe he planned this all along to try to get a job working this cab fare off, huh? This guy might be playing 4D chess, or he might not be playing with the full deck. Moving on, a train conductor admits smoking multiple times on duty. The East Japan Railway Company, JR East, Chiba branch, says that a male conductor in his 60s faces disciplinary action for smoking on duty while on the Keio line. JR East said the conductor has acknowledged smoking on duty several times in the past. In the most recent incident, the conductor was working on the Keio line rapid service from Tokyo to Soga Station on January 7th. At around 1:40 p.m., as the train passed through Shin Urayasu Station, he was seen smoking inside the crew cabin. A passenger on the train immediately posted that the conductor was smoking an e-cigarette on JR East's website. Vaping strikes again. In all honesty, I do have some sympathy for this man. As a frequent passenger on the JR trains, it doesn't seem like the conductors get many breaks during their shifts, but the conductor booths are clearly visible on the trains, so he either thought he was being super sneaky or he just didn't care. Finally, a 74-year-old man was arrested for assaulting his neighbor after snow removal sparks argument. Police in Asahikawa, Hokkaido said that Thursday they have arrested a 74-year-old man on suspicion of assault after he hit his 62-year-old neighbor's hand with the handle of a pickaxe. According to police, the incident occurred at around 3 p.m. on Wednesday after the two men got into an argument over snow removal. Police said the suspect, whose name hasn't been released, went over to his neighbor and complained that he was shoveling snow onto his property. Police said the argument escalated and the suspect hit his neighbor's hand with the pickaxe handle. Local residents said that although the two men were neighbors, they apparently did not know each other. Hey, our second snow-themed story of the week. Be careful where you shovel your snow, people. It could lead to violence. At least it was just the handle of the pickaxe and nobody had to clean up any red snow on the ground. And that's it for today's news. If you'd like to read more about these stories, you can find links to each one in the description below. Let me know your thoughts on what we talked about today in the comments. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more in the future, and we'll see you next time.